Louisiana Attorney General Murrill is defending Monroe State Senator Katrina Jackson-Andrews. A lawsuit claims the senator cannot block what Murrill calls racist and profane attacks on the senator's personal social media account. Murrill says it's remarkable that in 2025, the Attorney General's office has been called to defend a black state senator against allegations that the U.S. Constitution requires her to allow what Murrill calls an anonymous and abusive troll to litter the senator's personal social media account. We reached out to the senator, but have not yet heard back.